Hi, Katzcradul here. I just got a phone call from my good friend Noreen, and she was asking me to join her tonight on the air for the Homestead Honey Hour. Let me read you just a little bit of what she listed as in the description box on prepperbroadcasting.com as to what the topic would be about. She said, "Our world is turning topsy-turvy. From turmoil in the Middle East to trouble on the home front, we're facing trying times here in America and across the world. You cannot deny that the global and domestic economy is moving like a listing ship. With unemployment at all-time high, gas prices and food prices going sky high, we're facing what could be the most drastic economic outlook in history. How are we going to deal with it? As preppers and homesteaders, we feel like we're ready for anything, but are we? Are we mentally ready to face what we may see happening to our family, friends, and neighbors? Let's take an hour to chat about the current climate. Let's talk about the urgency that I know many people are feeling. Let's share how we will deal with, how we think we'll deal with things. Together, we can do anything, no matter how hard times may become. Sharing our skills and abilities is important. Creating our own colony will be important to do in a time leading up to the prospective collapse. How do we do that?" I think it's a great topic for tonight, and I agree with her that that I feel a sense of urgency as never before. I know I have said that here in my home to my own family, pardon me, for over a year, but I've never felt anything like I felt the last couple of weeks. I feel that the things that are going on right now are converging, that it's all coming together, multiple things are coming together, and it's just a little bit disquieting to me. The other thing that bugs me just a little bit is I still have a long list of things to do. And we're coming out of a summer. I know I've shared pictures with you of the terrible drought we've had. I live very close to the grain elevator in my town. Usually 100 trucks pass by my house every day, and it is eerily quiet here. The crops did not do well, and the trucks aren't running. They're not bringing anything to the granary. After Noreen posted her video last night of all the seeds she bought at the dollar store for just a few dollars, I mean hundreds of packets of seeds, you need to go watch that video if you can. I literally clicked off that video, got in my car, and drove 10 miles to the nearest town to the dollar store and looked all over the store for the seed, and finally went to the front and asked the clerk where they are, and they said, "Oh, there was a real run on them last week. They're all gone. Everything's been bought." But I'm not surprised. There are a lot of people awake in my area, and they have just lived through this drought, and they are all farmers. And so I think they see the handwriting on the wall. I'm sure they bought up the seeds thinking, we better have those. We better get them. So I'm going to send Paladin Prepper. He works in the big city where there's not so many farmers and probably not as many people aware. And so I'm going to send him to make stops at dollar stores in the big city and see if he can find those seeds for me. I'm still canning, garden still producing tomatoes. I hope you are learning the skill of growing and canning your own food. That's something we might touch on tonight, is how to bring peace of mind to ourselves by the skills we learn. Don't be overwhelmed by the times. Let's come tonight together on the Homestead Honey Hour and talk about it. I mean, I'm like you. I'd just like to lay down and take a big long nap and just forget about it all, but that's probably not very wise. Come join us tonight at the Homestead Honey Hour. If you haven't visited the show before, go check out one of my other promotional videos that I usually post on a Thursday telling you about the show, and it will show you step by step how to get into the show. We're real easy to find at prepperbroadcasting.com every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to join us. I think you'll feel better after the hour is over, and we'll get to visit. It's always good to visit with you. Until tonight, Katzcradul.